Hello guys and welcome to yet another Friday special. So today I want to show you something else that I tend to do in my spare time, go through something that I like to do and even let you in on a bit of information about what I'm going to do with it in the future. So something that I tend to do in my spare time is I like to do lots of drawing, lots of artwork, whatever I can in my spare time. And in all honesty, I've not done a lot recently, but what I have been doing is I have just started doing some canvases for sale. Now this is one that should be going up soon. I haven't quite finished it, but this will be going up for sale soon. So what I'm doing is I am drawing Vegeta as a canvas. Now I start everything off with getting maybe an A3 piece of paper, drawing the outline, getting as much detail into the outline as possible. Following that up, I always then go with filling everything in with the colour. Now that on its own looks pretty decent, but the one thing that you get with Dragon Ball is, especially with the new stuff, like with the Super Saiyan God stuff, there is lots and lots of shading going on. I think they double highlight everything, they double shade everything. Now, I'm not a fan of the double shading, double highlighting stuff, but I do like the singular shading, which is what I've done with here. I did a second layer of shading here to get all the detail in, so you can quite easily see the difference in the shading there. I mean, it makes all the difference in something like this, I believe. And even if you were to take that off, I think that on its own would make an absolute stunning picture. But what this is missing is some sort of background. So I've added a background to it, just something a little random, and that is the background I've gone to it, but the edges look a bit boring, so I've added a little bit extra in there to fill out the canvas. So that's a very basic sort of artwork that I'm going with, and quite frankly I quite like this as a canvas. I think it's something that I would have myself personally. In fact, there's something I'm not quite happy with this, so I'm going to change it whilst you guys are watching, and I'm going to drop these behind here. There we go. That way you've got the Vegetas behind the other Vegeta. There we go. So that's something that I've just been working on recently. Again, this is going up for auction soon. I tend to sell my canvases roughly between £50 to £70, depending on size, where it's going to, whatever else. So if anyone is interested in this Vegeta piece as a canvas, please let me know in the comments, even drop us a message and let me know about it. And if there's some artwork that anybody wants me to do, I'm happy to do whatever artwork people ask in my spare time. I know I struggle with it a bit recently with the amount of work I'm putting in, plus all the work on the YouTube channel, but I'll be happy to give it a go. Yeah, there's another piece as well that I've been working on, which I'm not gonna lie, Vegeta has just been copied and pasted across from that other piece, but this is one I'm working on as well. So this is a bunch of different animes that I've picked, not so much the sidekicks in, but side characters in. So you've got Vegeta from Dragon Ball, you've got Grey from Fairy Tail, then you get Gary from Pokemon and Matt from Digimon that I have put in. Now, I know they're not all entirely things that go together there, but the theme that I'm trying to go with is stuff that either we as people who've grown up watched as kids, or even stuff that may still be watching as kids. I also want to fit in a Seto Kaiba, and I did want to put in an L as well, because L is one of the characters, one of the rivals from one of my favourite animes in Death Note. But I'm not 100% sure it'll fit in with this, due to all the other characters are from, I'd say, kids anime, stuff that people watch as kids, and L doesn't really fit into that bracket. But we shall see. I don't entirely know how this is going to go yet. This is another one that I'll be putting up for sale. This will be a big canvas, so this will probably cost at the higher end of that scale that I previously spoke of. But again, if anybody will be interested in this when it's done, please let me know. Let me know in the comments, drop us a message, find us on Twitter, drop me a message on Twitter. Any of that, I would be happy to edit this if there's any other characters that people would possibly want in it. And again, any other pieces of artwork that anybody wants, I'd be happy to do that for them. So also let me know what you guys think to my artwork, the different styles that I'm going with. Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. I think that looks pretty good as well without the outline. I mean, you could do a similar sort of piece where if you take the outlines off, you could have it as literally a complete colour piece, and do it as like an old style, like painting, I suppose it'd be. I mean, you can just tell from looking at his face there of how it looks like it's a painted blend across the colours. I think it's quite a fantastic thing. You could do that with pretty much any of the characters. I mean, you say same with Grey. I think all of them really. Where's Gary? There he is. I mean, you could do it where you'd got some sort of background in it that blends in with the characters, and do it as one whole colour, no outline, just all colour. What, kind of like a mural, I suppose, wouldn't it be? I mean, yeah. I mean, let me know what people think. Different ideas I could go with this, anything that would interest them. And that's all we have really for this Friday special. Just a little insight to some of the different art styles and different paintings and canvases that I'm working on at the moment. So I will see you guys next week, and I believe possibly Jemma will be talking about some of her stuff that she's got going on, because whilst I've been doing all the artwork here, we have been talking about doing a manga, and we did start writing one, but Jemma kind of got bored with her own writing, I believe, and she come up with a concept that she thought was a lot better than the one we was going with. So now she is writing her own book that can be adapted into a graphic novel or a manga later on. So I think she might be possibly telling you about that next week, and about possibly where she's going with it and what she's going to be doing. That way she can maybe get some of your thoughts and ideas on it. You'll have to tune in next week to find out. So that's it for today. So bye for now, guys. Bye.